Welcome back to the pregame. Time now for our Hodge Construction Player Profile. Tonight it is Luca Passeri, another senior here on this Bears squad. And Luca, Friday night, you guys moved to 6-0 with a 1-point, 24-23 win over Durant. Take us through, how was it down on the field? Back and forth game and coming down to the very end again.
It was a little nerve-wracking. I think we kind of we overlooked them a little bit more than we should have, and they were a good football team. And thankfully, Bo was able to put it in last second, and we rely on him a lot. So, yeah, I think we played well, but we have a lot of things to correct.
Well, is that something that, I mean, I know coaches are probably working a lot more with you, but, you know, what do you guys do as players to say, you know what, we really need to focus on what we're doing, not what anybody else is doing, so that we can come out and play to the best of our ability every time?
I mean, our individual coaches, like our D-back coach or our receiver coach, they tell us to focus on our job. And, I mean, it doesn't really matter what anyone else is doing on the field. We need to stick to what we have to do. And if we can all complete that, then we're going to be a pretty good team. We're going to play well.
Well, and talk a little bit, too, about, I mean, Friday night, obviously, Tanner goes down. Yeah. Earlier this year, Wyatt Goodale goes down. What's that like, you know, seeing one of your teammates get hurt? I mean, how do you stay in the game without being too worried about what's going on with them?
I mean, of course we're worried about him, but it's next man up, and Butch tells us that from the beginning of season, even in camps. I mean, that's what we have to do. We have to be ready for that. It can happen to any football team. So although it hurt to have them down, we can't think about it at the time. So.
Well, a situation where you get to see a lot of time with some special teams, and that's an area that really gets overlooked. And some guys are like, oh, man, I'm only on special teams. But, I mean, it's a third of the game. Yeah. Talk a little bit about your mentality, your mindset of being able to go out whenever you get the chance to step on the field and perform at your highest.
Yeah, I mean, I may not have, like, the glorious position of Ben Thompson or Tanner, but we have to do what we can do. And if it means blocking someone and having Brett or Cheese take it back for the touchdown, then that's fine with me. So,
well, you get to move up to North Cedar here tonight, week number 7. Scattering report, what are you guys expecting to see out of them here when you take them on in Doug Jackson Field?
They have a couple good athletes, and I think because of the record, people are overlooking them, but they can come out and they can get hyped and get ahead really quick. So I don't think we can afford to say that they're a bad team. They have a lot of good receivers, so.
Well, we like to focus on some other things that go on with your time here. Obviously, football is a big focus right now, but what else? I know that track's really key to you. Other sports or clubs that you like to take part in?
Not really. Track is my other sport. I'd probably say it's my better sport other than football. You know, I'm not very big, but I work with what I have. But, yeah, track is my main focus when football's over.
Short guy, distance guy, a little bit in between?
I started hurdles last year, got on the shuttle hurdle team, and we were about a second away from qualifying state, so we're going to try it again this year.
You know, that was one thing I could never do was hurdles, so I envy you for that one. But you're a senior. It's hard to believe that we're already, 2/3 of the way through the high school football season. We're about a quarter of the way through your senior year. Before you know it, May will be here. You graduate, walk out the door for the last time. Your thoughts? Any idea what you're going to do when you graduate? What next year holds for you?
I mean, so far the plan is University of Iowa. Don't really know what I want to major in. Don't know what I want to study, but I'll just see where it takes me.
I'm going to keep it close to home and get that good education. But First focus right now is taking on North Cedar here tonight. Luca, thank you very much for joining us. That's Luca Passeri, tonight's Hodge Construction Player Profile. We'll be back with more of the pregame right after this. This is the Bearcast at westbranchfootball.com.